Morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching from. You're welcome to Dot Nation News. Topic today is why is Nnamdi Kanu is incarcerated in Nigeria, Simon Ekpa incarcerated in Finland. Don't you know that something, is fishy? Don't you think that something has actually gone wrong? When did Finland begin to act like underdeveloped country of the world? We've seen that Scandinavian country as one of the most advanced in science and modern technology, countries of Europe. But today we've seen Finland that actually debated because simply a company in Finland there was awarded a contract by Nigerian, government at Victoria Island, a suburb of Lagos State. Don't you see that something is wrong? Yes, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in jail. Simon Ekpa is in jail. That's an international whatever conspiracy you might term it. I said something is going on seriously about Nigeria. Something is going on seriously about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Ekpa. Something has gone wrong with Finland because I find everything faulty, unright. Yes, not going on well with Finland and Biafra, a country that actually helped Biafra in the 60s, actually helped our children, Kwachokor children. Finland supplied many essential relief to Biafran nation, which actually stopped most of our children from Kwachokor malnutrition. And today we've seen a Finland, that is dancing, another costume dancing to the tunes of the most corrupt country of this continent called Africa, Nigeria. Finland is now aligning with Nigeria to annihilate, to bring down, marginalize and exploit the Biafrans. That's why after accepting the contract from Nigerian government at Victoria Island of Lagos, aligned with Nigeria to make sure that finally they annihilate Biafra in collaboration with Nigeria. So what I'm trying to say is, I want you to examine my question. Why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is down in Nigeria, Simon Ekpa down in Finland? It means Finland and Nigeria are working hand in hand. They are working in conjunction, to destroy Biafran nation. The Finland nation that actually favored us in the past has actually become a perceived enemy of the Igbos. That's why they have not seen anything right on at least allowing Simon Ekpa to go. For over 6 months now, Simon Ekpa has brought down in one place, incarcerated, in confinement, doing nothing. Coming forward with various charges after charges. The latest charges was at the court there, a charge of terrorists, that Simon Ekpa actually considered terrorist activities in the southeastern Nigeria that warranted many people sending to their early graves. Jubakwambo, has Simon Ekpa Njoko of Ebonyi State ever constructed terrorists to your own knowledge? My question is directed to every Igbo man. Have you ever found Simon Njoko in that kind of, perpetration, orchestrating terrorists in the southeastern Nigeria where he comes from? Is what Simon Ekpa doing presently or in the past before his incarceration not agitation for, emancipation of his own nationality, Biafra? I think that actually gives us the right answer. Ekpa was agitating for emancipation of Biafra, which of course Mazi Nnamdi Kanu engaged earlier than Ekpa. What brought Ekpa in was that Mazi was arrested, not even arrested, kidnapped at Nairobi airport, ferried into Nigeria and jailed. Then Simon Ekpa was trying to replace his own position and Nigeria has come up to arrest him. You see, it is wrong. Very wrong. Unlawful. It is a lawless of the highest order. The lawless arrests, incarceration, confinement of the highest order. Simon Ekpa should be let go. Yes, hello, am I sounding clear? I mean, the business Kanu was embarked on, Ekpa coming to fulfill it because Kanu was arrested. He was abducted from Nairobi, Kenya. A vacuum was created. Ekpa now came into, fill that vacuum. Ekpa has not committed any crime, if you ask me. But why should Finland, go that far? Arresting Ekpa, incarcerating Ekpa with no question. It is so hilarious, if you ask me, because in the beginning of all this drama, I was asking myself question, was this really Finland I know? Is this really most advanced country in science and technology? I know. Is this Finland or is this Nigerian nation in Europe? I didn't know Ekpa would have stayed up to this, stage. Ekpa has stayed more than 6 months in jail. It is uncalled for. It is an illegality of the highest order. Ekpa is being detained in jail because of Fulani Janjaweeds, who are busy killing Igbos, killing people in the mid-belt, It is uncalled for. Ekpa is not supposed to be arrested. Ekpa is a free man, agitating for Biafran nation, and it is his own constitutional right to do so. What I'm doing now, I'm doing it because it is not lawless. It is not an illegality to do so, what I'm doing. I'm telling you, what I'm doing is embedded on every constitution of any nation in the world. Yes, it is embedded on International Charter, United Nations Charter. It is right for me to do it. So I know what I'm doing. That's why I'm saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has committed nothing. Nothing should be warranted bringing any charges so far against Mazi. Mazi is supposed to go to court on Friday. Why did they fix it on Friday, knowing fully then that the Muslims are fasting or celebrating one of their festivals? They just did it to, act of wickedness, protracting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. They don't want the gentleman, the young man, to leave jail by now. We know all their plans, we know all their schemings, in conjunction with Devil Mari, Hope Ozodema, Pitamba, and rest of the Igbo wicked politicians in the southeastern Nigeria. They are doing what they are doing to delay emancipation of Biafra and freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Onyendu Ndi Igbo, na Mado, Onyendu Ndi Igbo, na Mo, Buchukwu Okike Abiamma. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Onyendu Ndi Igbo, na Mado. It is the right time you come out, because I know that they have virtually found you not wanting, culpable, guilty of any charges, as brought forward to the court. They are about to strike it out, or that the next time you appear in the court, James Omotocho is going to do so. He promises to the world that he doesn't see witnesses concrete and cogent enough to nail this young man from federal government of Nigeria. So, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is the right time you come out. Very, very soon. I can see it coming. So, the Biafran agitation is what I believe started by James Biale, an American Igbo that was, sold as a slave. Later, he realized himself, he discovered himself, and came back from the axis of Texas into West African region of Sierra Leone. From Freetown, he found himself to Nigeria many centuries ago, and he started this agitation. Not only Ademego Ojukwu ever fought or agitated for Biafra. What Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing right now, this gentleman I was talking about, James Biale, actually did it in the past against the British tutelage, who actually held the Igbos, the Biafrans, down for many decades, many centuries in Africa here. James Biale agitated for Biafra. He fought for Igbo nation's emancipation in the past over 200 centuries ago. Yes, many centuries ago. He fought it, but he could not get it. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has come. He is fighting it, and fighting it against the Fulani Janjaweeds in conjunction with the British, the same British supremacists who said no to James Biale, who actually bribed him up, allowing him to come or to go into the UK and study engineering. They even allowed him in the British Army. They bribed him up, but he did not at least retire or tire off. He did not succumb. Biale fought and fought and fought until he fizzled out. Then Emeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, after many men actually before Biali fought for emancipation of Biafra and fizzled out, then came Ojukwu in 1960s. Ojukwu made it clear on 30th May that there was a country existing in this contraption called Biafra. Biafra was here before Nigeria. Nigeria was just here 1914, and Biafra was here 500 years ago, before any other contraption in Nigeria. It was a name by the Portuguese and the Ijaw nation, Ijaw people. We existed here before Nigeria, and come what may, Biafra must emancipate. No matter what the Fulani Janjaweeds are doing, the Fulanis in the Nigerian army, in the Nigerian police, in the public office, everywhere offices in Nigeria, they are working hand in hand, conniving with the current Aso Rock administration to stop Biafra emancipation, but it's not gonna be easy for them. Biafra has come, and Biafra has stayed. It has come, and it has stayed. It's not gonna fizzle out. Biafra is just like an elephant. You can't hang Biafra on the air. It is an iroko tree. It springs up on its own. It doesn't have seed. That's what it means, Biafra. So what I'm saying is, in the finality, James Omotosho will actually rule in favor of this gentleman, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because he has no case to answer. All those charges has been struck out by the falsified witnesses that come forward from the axis of DSS without document, without documented backup. There should be documented backup. That's what I'm saying. There should be documented backup, but you can see they come forward without document, coming up with many empty allegations, allegations after allegations, null and void. And James Omotosho has promised federal government of Nigeria of striking this case against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out. The man has overstayed in jail there for more than a decade, and they are coming up with documented evidences, an evidence that doesn't exist, and evidences whose witnesses are just empty skulls. I don't know. It's what filtered the whole air each and every time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu legal defense counsel are asking and cross-examining the so-called DSS testifiers. Their heads are empty skulls. So what I'm saying is, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is the right time you come out from jail. You are freed. It is proven to the United Nations, to the United States of America, to Israel and Canada. In fact, actually to Finland. But Finland, I'm sorry, no. Because of bribe, simple bribe. How much is that? How much Finland, a country I trusted before? You see the kind of narrative I was giving internationally in favor of Finland before. Finland deviated from being Finland I knew in the past. Finland, no. Finland, sorry. Remember, ICC is there. Each time Nigeria comes with any witness or testifier, remember to call ICC to order. One of your citizens has been framed up by federal government of Nigeria with various false charges and allegations. They must quantify it. They must make sure that they substantiate it, those evidences. I think I have to pause here until when I come again, but virtually this week can't go by. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you.